Hey, welcome back to Jammin TV with KD. This is Crazy Duck, and tonight we're going to be in the Virginia Rose Band. And I'm going to tell you, before we get started on that, we are enjoying a lot of things. We've had fun doing this season show. This Sunday coming up, we're going to be at the Brass Mug to film next season's shows. So we'd love to have y'all come out and join us if y'all can and everything. But hey, before we do that, right now we got Virginia Rose Band right here in the studio. We're gonna get right to it there. What's up, guys? Hey. Y'all been having a good time?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so tell me, Virginia Rose Band, how did y'all come across decide on y'all's name?
It's my name for one. They kept fighting with me over it. I was like, I don't want to self-title anything, but it stuck and people remember it pretty easy. So.
Well, I love the Virginia Rose. It's got like, that nice smooth, it's got catchy. Sits in the mind,
Most definitely, and people like to abbreviate it, VRB. A lot of people say that, so.
Oh, well, maybe I'll get some merchandise.
Yeah, there we go.
That'd be cool.
Some VRB roses, right?
I think what solidified it really was when we solidified the ownership of VirginiaRoseBand.com. We were like, okay, I guess that pretty much lays it out. So we threw around a bunch of names, like that didn't incorporate the name, but ultimately came to that.
So, your band here, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
Well, we are the Virginia Rose Band. You can check us out at VirginiaRoseBand.com. I've got some of my fellow men right here with me. I got Ryan Dutton, which is my drummer. I got JJ, which is my bassist. And I got Julian, which is one of my guitar players. And of course, Virginia Rose. We're from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Cool.
So yeah, definitely. We're over on the side of this bridge. It's a little early, but what?
Hey, I appreciate y'all coming and doing the show, and my whole goal is to be able to get you guys' music out there, get yourselves out there, help build your fan base.
Well, thank you.
Help build yourselves or your albums, and and just have fun with you.
Oh yeah, that's the point, right?
Try to get your fans a little more closer and a little more connected. So, what is it that your fans would want to know about you that they don't know about you?
Well, secret is I play guitar. Not many people get to see me play, but every once in a while I pull it out as a shocker, I also play violin. I started playing violin probably when I was in 3rd grade, so.
I love violin.
Me too. It makes me so sad and emotional though, because it's just so beautiful. That's where a lot of my upbringing came from.
I don't know, Charlie Daniels made it rock, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
They ain't always got to be sad.
No, but those are the ones I love, you know what I mean?
We've been challenging her to write
happy songs.
Happy songs.
Well, you ain't trying to follow along with Taylor Swift, I hope.
Well,
seems like she has a date just so she can write a next song.
Yeah, right. Well, I try not to write about all my dates. Fortunately, I keep it kind of open to what I talk about.
Speaking of writing, who does the most writing?
I do. I do most of the writing, but these guys, they help me get it to fruition and, help me get it out there and have it the parts that we need, because I can't,
Well, y'all got this album out, or this little demo album, is it?
Demo album.
It's a demo of the album, I would call it.
Of 10 songs. I'm telling you, man, this is awesome. Virginia Rose, come to their shows and get one of these albums and everything. So tell me about what some of the songs on this album. Where'd they come from as far as your inspiration?
Well, it really depends, because a lot of times I'm just talking about real situations. Deep End came from my family. We had a lot of trials with the family, getting sick and everything. And, they always, kept together, and that kind of where Deep End come from, which is the first song on the album. And then Wake Up, it's just telling people to wake up, come on, let's have fun and do something about it. In case we get lost, this is about him, actually. I won't go into...
He's already lost, so maybe we're supposed to find him again, right?
Well, the opening line is, since you've been around the block, it's nice that someone knows the way. So,
it kind of sets the picture there.
My former self, I used to be kind of whorish, if you would.
All right, so who's the biggest comedian in the bunch?
All of us.
All of y'all?
Yeah, right. All of us.
Yeah, we have our moments.
We are ridiculous. I mean,
we like to have fun, like you said earlier. It's all about
lighthearted.
enjoying ourselves and having people that view us and watch us get into it and have a good time too. That's the most important thing. Do you feel the music? We feel it. Come on,
Well, y'all do covers too?
We do.
Yeah, so
Madonna.
Like a
so
Prayer, we cover Like a
do
Prayer.
a lot of genres, or be able to do a lot of different clubs too, not just about originals.
Yeah, we've done a lot of shows. We've done from hip hop shows to metal shows, because we're really versatile. So if we get booked onto a hip hop show or even an R&B show, we have the set to where we could play more of our hip-hoppy stuff that has you know, a lot of synth in it, and then if we play a metal show, we can pull out our heavier stuff. So
more of our bangers.
that's been the thing. Nobody's been able to really place us lately, or since the inception of the band.
We
Really.
don't want to.
Yeah,
I kind of like
we're all
having
over
our
the
own
place.
sounds.
Tell me about this first song that y'all brought. It's called, you know, Change This.
Change this. It's about, that one in particular is about people, you know, I mean, wherever you go, everybody has to lie some way or some form, and it's about people being fake to put on a persona for other people that really they're horrible, or really they're really a great person, but they have to be, you know, something else just to get up and make their lives meaningful for some reason. You know what I mean? People all wear their own disguises and little ticks, and it's about finding out somebody that I thought was different than they were actually. You know, they were actually pretty bad people, and you know, that's what that one's about. So.
I know those. I know a few of them.
I thought it was about
Wolves
something
in
else.
sheep clothing.
I thought it was about
really?
mannequins.
All right, man.
Well, plastic, mannequins, fake.
Plastic
there we
is
go.
what plastic does.
Let's get right to that right here.
Rinse,
Right now.
reuse, recycle.
Hey, this is Virginia Rose Band and Change This right here on Jammin TV with KD.
Go on and say what's on your lips. You should get it over with. This place is so very dead. Carefully walk around the mannequin before something starts to break. Before the world starts going through changes, changes, changes. Come on and change this. So you feed me all your for so long it makes me sick. Plastic is what plastic does. Rinse, reuse, recycle. Isn't it clear to us we keep going in circles? Plastic is what plastic does. Rinse, reuse, recycle. Isn't it clear to us we keep going in circles? Before something starts to break. Before the world starts going through changes, you never knew that this could happen. Lost and confused in your perception. Gotta release from the pain. Just know that we are, just know that we are, just know that we are the same. Plastic is what plastic does. Plastic is what plastic does.
Hey, that was Virginia Rose Band right there. We Change This here on Jammin TV with KD. We got them for you right here in the studio, man. That song is just sweet. So you're telling it off, ain't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you're just doing it.
Yes.
All right. So tell me a little more about you guys. Your little bass player here, man. How'd y'all run across him?
We're bringing up our
Come
street
on,
cred.
JJ. Speak it up, man. Start
Well,
yapping.
Well, he's actually my cousin, and I grew up with him.
Awesome.
Like that's my older cousin, and that's But I grew up watching the band, and I was like, man, I gotta play for you guys. I already knew the songs, it's just I had to learn them, and now here I am playing for the band.
History from there.
Yeah,
It was pretty easy.
What do you kind of feel like when you're playing in this band, as far as your inspirations and stuff? What was it so about this band that you had to be part of?
Cause it's melodic. It's like it's sad and it's deep, but it's still heavy at the same time. You can still thrash out. We've had mosh pits. We've had mosh pits.
We've had violent situations, yes.
It gets
I remember
violent.
my first mosh pit.
So does my nose.
Any artwork there give you any inspirations, or what is? Tell me a little bit about it.
I actually do hip hop music too. I'm actually a local hip hop artist down in St. Pete. So I mean, I just have a lot of tattoos. I like tattoos. That's what I do. I got gauges too. He looks the part. Got the long hair. I look the part. They had
Plus,
to have me in the
he
band.
ups our street
Yeah,
cred
they had
so
to have
much.
me in the
Yes.
band. They were like, oh, the black guy.
He's our gimmick. Everybody thought it was me, but
No,
No, it's
totally him.
it's about
Totally
me.
him.
It's about me.
But he's not. You sure he's not the real joke of the thing? I mean, all
I
three
believe
of
He's
them
the real
together, so
Virginia Rose.
he learned from
Virginia
best.
Rose and the Three Stooges,
Yes.
or
The 3 J's,
the
actually.
3 J's, yeah,
You
I'll
know.
send her. That'd be cool.
And then there's Ryan.
We got someone missing.
Oh, no. John, JJ, and Julian. John's the only one missing today.
Yeah.
Okay, John, hey, there we go.
We would have
like-
needed, we
it's
didn't,
like 8
we
o'clock
would have
in the
needed a
morning.
bigger
Yeah,
stage,
right.
you know what I mean? So,
Okay, so when you go out there, what is it that your fans and stuff that, when you're playing in front of them and everything, what is it when you know that your fans are really having a good time? What is it about it that they're doing that gives you all that feeling? Yeah, we're getting it.
well, first of all, it's
He's looking for visual cues. Okay,
when
they're
I
rocking
feel
out,
it, they
and
feel it. That's all I
they're
can
rocking
say.
out, too.
Sometimes I get up there, I'm like, I'm not having it tonight. I don't know what it is. I don't feel the music. But when I actually do feel the music and I'm into it, and these guys are into it, everybody else can feel it, notice it, and it's easy to.
I'll loan you one of my boots, man, so, just when you ain't feeling it.
Yeah, really.
It's
Get
big
her.
enough,
But it's like nobody wants to sit there in the crowd and sit there and be bored and
Right, if
watch
I'm
somebody
like,
be bored sitting there just standing there playing and looking boring and stuff. No, you gotta entertain these people. You gotta
And that's
give
the
them an
show.
impression.
like
That's what it's all about. It's about
I say
having a
all
good
the time.
It's about
I say
you,
that
you
your
guys.
music sells your music sells your albums. Your show sells your tickets.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
So number 4 out there, man. How you doing? Way out in the other end.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about you, man. What's
Well, I'm actually the newest member of this project, and I'm not exactly sure how they got in touch with me, but my name started getting dropped around Facebook because they were looking for a guitar player, and ever since then, man, I auditioned, and I kind of fell in love with these guys. It's just a fun project. There's a lot of energy, and it makes me feel good.
Aw, it's love.
And
Property of trade.
I mean,
I feel for you.
what's cool is they have I'm a metal player by trade. I come from classical metal and jazz, and now I'm coming to kind of slow down my hand a little bit with these guys, and it's new kind of music for me, and it's also a new kind of technique for me as a
Challenging.
musician, and it's been an overall experience that I love it, man. These good guys to
loves
work
it.
with.
He loves it.
Why don't you marry?
Well, how long y'all been playing music?
A whole lot.
As a whole or as a
Individuals.
period? I've been playing music for probably the better of like 15 years.
Yeah.
Classical training.
15 years. Are you older than that?
I'm only 21, okay?
Okay.
She started playing when she was 3.
I'm a prodigy.
I've been playing. I started out as a drummer, actually pianist, but I never played it. I got bought one.
Every musician, whoever they are, should always learn a piano because it helps them protect and perfect their techniques. I'm telling you, piano is the thing, man.
That's the best way to learn your harmonies too, where they
Yeah.
fit in. But I started playing drums when I was 10, and from all the bands and experiences I've been in, picked up guitar, bass, piano, eventually.
So is this what band that just inspired you to start playing, or was you inspired before?
Well, along with growing up with him, his drums and his guitar and stuff like that, it drew me into it. I started off on guitar, but
No cussing.
Oh,
Flipping.
He was about to.
He's doing good.
I started off on guitar, and you know, I self-taught myself. I learned from him. I don't really know notes or nothing like that, but I could play it.
by ear.
You know,
By ear,
I learned
that's
from
hard.
drums. I know how
Yeah.
to play the trumpet. I can play a little bit of saxophone and stuff. I make beats. I can sit on a computer. I can edit. I can do pretty much. All of us can actually sit there and pretty much make music.
I got a nephew, man. The guy can't read a bit of note, but I tell you what, you let him hear your song one time, I guarantee
By
you
ear.
Yeah.
that he would jam it out just that quick. Bam.
As soon as I find the notes,
But you try to show him notes, he gets lost.
I keep pushing it on him. I'm like, see, it doesn't move. It stays right unless you change the tuning. It's there forever.
It's
I'm like,
always
where?
C.
What about you, bro?
Man, I've been playing since I was about 6 years old. I started with cello, first instrument, and then I found guitar and classical training. I fell in love with guitar. I fell in love with metal, and that's where it's just been for the last, I don't know, 17 years or so. You know, since I was a jitterbug, man. It's my life.
Well, what is it that your fans or your people wouldn't, what's one thing that they would not know that you think they would love to know?
I like musicals. I like writing to musicals. I love it.
Musicals,
Yeah,
awesome.
it's challenging. People don't realize those scores that are composed for musicals, having to syncopate vocals, lyrics, like in par with every note that you're playing. It's really difficult. But if you listen to like Shelley and Bernstein and their kind of compositions, or even oh wow, I just drew a blank. But it's very complex in itself, and it challenges me as a musician. You know, it's a guilty pleasure, I guess.
Always want to challenge yourself.
Yes.
Make yourself professional. What about you? What is one thing that you think the ladies or your fans and everything would really want to know about you? And I don't need to know how long
He's
the
singing.
sausage is.
Felicia.
I just need. I don't need to know all that. I just need to know what.
no, a lot of people don't realize about me is I listen to any kind of music. Any kind of music. Anything
Country,
will draw me
rock,
in. I used to
jazz.
work in an Indian restaurant, and you know, they're
Yeah,
I'll funk
Wasn't that
anything.
bad.
I love it all. I love it all, except for that emo crybaby stuff. I can't do all that, but
love
Whatever,
I
I
like
love the
opera.
used.
I like opera.
I love opera.
I like opera. I like working out the opera.
Hit my
I
mic.
love it.
Explains
I love
why you
opera.
like our band. I mean, you know,
It's not
very
opera.
symphonic. though.
Kind of biased.
You have that classical background, you know, where if you listen to her stuff, you'll see it, man. You'll see it. It's.
Well,
it
what
is
about
very
you, Ryan?
complex.
What is one thing that you would want your fans to really know about you, or that would not know?
I am a World War II buff. I love watching history and learning about
Ancient
history.
aliens.
TED
That's
Talks
awesome.
too is awesome.
He always watching documentaries. And stuff like that.
I love bios. I love documentaries. You know, as long as it's interesting. I have seen some documentaries I wouldn't even, let my dog see. But and I don't even own a dog. I had to go buy one just so I can cover his eyes. You know?
No spot.
Yeah, but I'm a nerd. I just try to soak it all in.
All right. Well, tell me about this next song, Ignite.
Ignite. Well, I had been married for a few
You've
years.
been married. You're only
Yeah.
15. How long?
I got married and
Damn, Alabama
we
and cousins, huh?
divorced. We divorced, and it was kind of like, oh my God, I had a whole world, because I had married him pretty young, not 15, but like I'd married him pretty young, and I was kind of sheltered. So I come out of that relationship. It was one of the first ones I'd actually written once I'd gotten out from him, which I started in rap too. I did hooks for friends and stuff like that. So I wrote that song. I showed it to a couple of my friends, and they were like, oh my gosh, we got to do something with that. And that's when I auditioned him for drums. So it's back there about 4 years ago. 4.5.
They're so cute.
But
Awesome, man.
it's about getting loose.
Getting
Come on,
loose?
getting out of here.
All right.
She came in carrying that guitar, and I about lost it. I was like,
He's like, look, I'm gonna play drums.
Oh, well, we're going to bring it to him right here. Hey, this is Virginia Rose Band, Ignite.
Stranger than fiction, caught between visions. Somebody's come water, but the well went dry. Well, isn't that all the same? Oh, you want so much, but you never obtain. Go on and place the blame. Oh, I'm wanting you to, oh, I'm needing you to. Longing for the flames. All I wanted was to ignite. Pour your gasoline. We're gonna burn this world down right. Surrounded by my creation. 'Cause I stood out manipulation. And everything around me turns to ashes right before my eyes. I can't seem to grasp them as they fly. Longing for the flames. All I wanted was to ignite. Pour your gas on the flame. We're gonna burn this world down right. Stranger than fiction, caught between visions. Somebody's calling, playing with fire. All you needed was water, but the well went dry. Isn't that all the same? Oh, you want so much, but you never obtain. Go on, place the blame. Oh, I'm wanting you to. Oh, I'm needing you to. Longing for the flames. All I wanted was to ignite. Pour your gasoline. We're gonna burn this world down right.
Hey, this is Crazy Duck, and that was Virginia Rose Band called Ignite, man. That's all right there. Tell me.
Talking about cutting loose, what up?
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, what is? Give me this third song you got going on.
Did we decide on Deep End or
That's up to you.
In case we get lost.
Case We Get Lost? No, we already did Case We Get Lost.
No, we didn't. We didn't
No,
change
we ain't
this.
done in case you
Ignite.
get lost.
All right, Ignite. So in case we get lost,
I think she just got lost.
we're gonna have to redo that.
I'm gonna make sure everybody knows you made mistakes. Ooh, we're gonna keep it all.
It's organics, baby. It's
Organics.
All natural.
It's all good. So we're gonna go with in case we get lost.
Okay. Well, we're getting ready.
Lost, you just did. You just
I got lost on my way here. Incidentally, actually, we were like,
Oh,
"Where
is
are
that
we
why
going?"
my phone was burning up?
Yeah,
this
we were
morning?
like, "Where are we at?" We were like, "I don't even know what state we're in anymore." No, in case we get lost is actually about this one right here. Being kind of promiscuous is a nicer way to say it than he did earlier. But when I first met him, he was dancing around naked, a bonfire. That was my first impression of him before
And
I
you
had
fell in
auditioned.
love.
Actually, I wasn't even, we were at the party, but we didn't really talk at all. It was like, we were just in the same place, but not really. He was naked, man. What am I going to do? Hey, I'm Virginia. How are you?
Well, I mean, it depends. If you're standing up or sitting down.
This one here gets
Ooh,
naked
you
at
just
parties.
blushed real
so.
well.
Wow. That's awesome.
Well, What is the favorite saying? You walk into a crowd of people, what are you afraid of, a little dick? I mean, can I say?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Just say, are you a little afraid of sausage?
But that's that was my first impression of him, and I kind of didn't really know him very well, so. You know.
So you wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
In case we get lost. Was it cold that night?
It was a fire.
You said in case you got
Go around
lost.
the block. And hope
means
that no one
something.
notices.
You know the phrase, you know, since you've been around the block, you know, people
nice.
being around the block is like a, you know, a reference to, you
I've
know,
been around
some
the
worldly
block.
things, if you will.
All right. Well, then, we're having fun here at Jammin TV with KD with the band Virginia Rose, but this is in case we get lost. All right.
Since you've been around the block, it's nice that someone knows the way. In case we get lost, I couldn't pick a better day to look around and see what we're missing while we were sleeping. Oh, well, here we go, around the bend. It's just beginning. Make some sense. I'd like to put too much in a thought. I think we're wearing into this cage. I wish it would stop. I wouldn't change if I could. I'd just keep your sun shining. 'Cause I'm glad that you're mine. I'm glad that you're all mine. Oh, well, here we go. Around the bend, it's just beginning. So many roads will I hope will lead me back home. So long, why you so worrisome?
Hey, welcome back to Jammin Tv with KD. We're still having a good old party here and everything. That was in case we get lost by Virginia Rose Band. You know, how can people find your music?
They can check us out at virginiaroseband.com. Go on and tell your mom, everybody. You can also Google us. If you just put in Virginia Rose Band, it'll pull it up. And some nice china. So, you know, anywhere. We're all over the web. Also on Facebook. So, Virginia Rose Band hyphen.
All right, where's your next show that they're going to be covered up like is what?
Our next show is actually going to be at the Coliseum in Bradenton. We're playing there the 28th of this month, so come check it out. It's on a Saturday, no excuse.
I think it's
28th of this month on a Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday?
It's a Saturday.
It's the 28th. It's the only
We're
one
going to do
this month.
Misfits. I already knew it.
Well, that's awesome, man. I love this. I love this. So, what is it that y'all are hoping in the next? What's y'all's goals in the next year?
To do this for a full-time job. This is what I strive
So you
to
don't
be.
have daytime jobs.
I don't actually. I'm already putting the hours in, but it's not coming back yet. It's like any small business. You get it started and it grows within time.
It's like me. I've been doing this for a long time, and, you know, and it's still hard. You know,
You do it because
Exactly.
you love it, really. I mean, even
Exactly.
if
I do
we were
it
making
because I
zero,
have
we'd
passion
still be
for
doing
music.
it.
And when I came back to Tampa, Florida, from, you know, this is my home, and I came back. When I left, Tampa was the biggest heavy metal capital
Yes.
around.
It still kind of is. A lot
20
of people.
years later, I come back, and it's like everybody's cutting everybody's throats, everybody's hurting on it, hating on each other. And I'm like, what happened to my city? What happened to the
Right.
music here? You know, we used to be the biggest, best. I mean, people begged to come here. People moved here. Musicians
Yeah.
moved here because
To
of
be
it.
in
And now it's like people are going away.
Well, we hope to bring that back. I mean,
That's what I'm trying to do.
appreciation for musicians and everything. We think of it as like a big team.
You're going to try to do the song Deep End.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a little about it.
Deep End. Deep End's about family matters, things that happened in my family. It kind of made everybody feel like they were, you know, sinking, so to speak, and I went on that theme and ran with it.
Okay.
Hey, this is Virginia Rose Band. You're jamming with KD.
Here I go again, jumping into the deep end. Slowly I descend, but animals are friends, how they trick me into believing I am one of them, drowning in my skin. Just beyond my control. Am I so free? Just satisfied as hand, gravity suspended. Well, do you think I'm sinking? Do you think I care? Last deep breath, am I breathing? Even though there's no air, lights reflect, am I dreaming? Believe